You're definitely the sister that I've never had. That comes along with basically living with you for 3 years at Marist. Sometimes overstaying your welcome. That being said, you really were mostly a delight. There was a handful of times you were, well, a bit much. Like the time that we were sleeping after a crazy night at McCoy's. And we wake up to what sounds like a wild animal trying to knock down the door. Kush swiftly diffused the situation, but I had never been so scared in my life. He really got into that Krampus old cough medicine that night, I think. But in any case, some other funny times are involving your communications with Kush. Take the time that Kush gets a call at 3 a.m. I'm in Hoboken, find me. It's a big city, are you kidding? But of course he did get you back after a night of boozing with our buddies here in the city. Radio silence throughout the night. 4 a.m. rolls along, she gets a text message, pray for me. Really know how to put your future wife at ease. Lauren, all joking aside, the private conversations I've had with you are some of the times that I truly will never forget. The way you stepped up for me and us when we lost Jared was so supporting, and you helped me through that tough time. That first night I had a bottle of booze, my tears, and your support. And I'll never forget how you were there for me at the worst time of my life. You're one of the few people I go straight to when I have an issue, or I just need to talk. And I can't tell you how much your friendship means to me. Beyond the guys, you are truly one of my best friends. Kush, I'd first like to say that being up here and having this opportunity to speak as your best man is one of the greatest accomplishments and honors I've ever had. I was floored with emotion that you even considered me. And for the record, I also pride myself in the fact that you've labeled me worst best man ever. Most likely due to bodily harm I've caused you. More to come on that. We met about 15 years ago on the Cardinals football team. You played quarterback, I played running back. You had to sit out practices because you hurt your back at school from too many books, being the nerd that you were. Truth be told, I thought, and you were a sissy. We didn't hang out much until sophomore year of high school when we were in biology class together. You were still a wuss, so I made you do all those gross dissections for me. Never really thanked you for that, but thank you, that was nasty. That summer we went on the school trip with Mr. Brown, and throughout all the historical sites and learning, we also had me and Stashik double fisting bottles of booze. We see Kush. Kush says, I want in. I'm like, wow, thought he was a pansy. Guess he likes to party. I like him. And from that trip on, we formed an unbreakable bond. We were the Brew Crew. As we found our way through high school, we accept the fact that we didn't want to go to different colleges. We made one of the best decisions of our lives, going to Marist College together. And that's led us here today. A few memories that I'll never forget during freshman year was with you. The first night of college, we were at a frat party having a beer. I don't know if you remember this. And we just sat there and said, wow, we are in college having a beer. This is crazy. I think another time that really spoke to me about your character is, you probably have no clue what I'm about to bring up, but it said a ton about you. You lent me $20 in freshman year, in the fall, and likely to go to McCoy's and get inebriated, what have you. But I went back to your room later that week, and you're like, I don't want your money. And I'm like, what a nice thing to do. I mean, $20 was like huge. I mean, $20 was huge freshman year. I mean, we would go out on $5. And that honestly touched me. Around the same time, you started seeing this stunning blonde from Jersey. At the time, your hygiene was, well, a little subpar. Brushing your teeth, getting haircuts, simply washing yourself came in waves. Very infrequent waves. And Kaylee's comment. I think I speak for the rest of the guys when I thought, what does she see in this caveman? Lesson to be learned here, if you can get past the stench of someone, it actually could be quite a good individual. Me and you couldn't be more different personality-wise. You're always calm, collected, see through life through an unbiased lens. I, on the other hand, am intense. Shoot first and ask questions later, and very stubborn. I guess that's how brothers typically are. We've had our fights, the time I threw a full beer can directly at your back, as hard as I could throw it. The time I spit on you. And another time that got me the title, Worst Best Man Ever. Lauren, hold on to your seat. That wound that Kush came home with from Guy's Weekend last year, not because he fell on the boat. Because I shot him point blank with a high-powered BB gun. Buried a BB in his leg. Looked like it hurt. So I know that he has to ask permission for pretty much everything from you. So let me save him the trouble. Please let him come to Guy's Weekend.
Oh my God.
Show it to him later. Truthfully, Kush, I really wouldn't trade our friendship for anything. You're truly like a brother, and I love you for that. You seem to be constantly trying to be a better friend to me, sending me a simple text or an email just to see how I'm doing. A big part of our friendship and the big moments in life have been with each other. When you won the MAC championship in 2005 on the lacrosse field, I honestly felt like I won too. You've been to my Ironman races, and you're just as interested as me finishing as I am, and it's incredible. To be here on your wedding day is another one of those huge moments that I'll never forget. We've had our ups and downs, we've lost one of our best friends, we've cried, we've fought, we've laughed, we've had so many epic memories. But sometimes I think about the little memories, and that means so much to me. The nights that we stay up until 4 a.m., playing Wii, crushing natty lights. The nonsense conversations we have, primarily made up of movie quotes that nobody can understand, probably including us, and other random acts of debauchery. Those are some of my most cherished memories. And just because you're married now doesn't mean those are going to stop. In closing, I want to congratulate you both, and I want to thank you for this opportunity. You have both simply defined what great people are, and your love for each other is so very apparent and so very admirable. Whatever happens in the future with all of us, I'll always be there for you. I love you both, and cheers to new Mr. and Mrs. Kushner.
Thank you.